Satan, friend, and thy music. Dost thou live by thy tabor?
No, sir, I live by the church.
Art thou a churchman?
No such matter, sir. I do live at my house, and my house stands by the church.
So thou mayst say, if the church stands by thy tabor, then thy tabor stand by the church.
You have said, sir. A sentence is but a glove to a good wit. How quickly the wrong side may be turned outward.
Nay, that's certain. They that dally nicely with words may quickly make them wanton.
I would then that my sister had no name, sir.
Why, man?
Why, her name's a word, and to dally with that word might make my sister wanton.
I warrant thou art a merry fellow, and carest for nothing.
Not so, sir. I do care for something, but in my conscience, sir, I do not care for you. If that be to care for nothing, sir, it would make you invisible.
Art not thou the Lady Olivia's fool?
No, indeed, sir. The Lady Olivia hath no folly. She will keep no fool till she be married. I am not her fool, but rather her corrupter of words.
I saw thee of late at the Count Orsino's.
Foolery, sir, does walk about the orb like the sun. It shines everywhere. I would be sorry, sir, if the fool should be as oft with your master as my mistress. I think I saw your wisdom there.
Nay, if thou start on me, I'll no more with thee. But hold. There's expenses for thee.
Now, Jove, in his next commodity of hair, send thee a beard.
By my troth, I am almost sick for one, yet I would not have it grow on my chin. Is thy lady within?
Would not a pair of these have bred, sir?
Yes, being kept together and put to use.
I would play Lord Pandarus to bring a Cressida to this Troilus.
I understand you, 'tis well begged.
My lady is within, sir. I will construe to them whence you come. Who you are, and what you would, are out of my welkin. I should say element, but the word is overworn.
This fellow's wise enough to play the fool, and to do that well craves a kind of wit. He must observe their moods on whom he jests, the quality of persons and the time, and like a hawk owl, check at every feather that comes before his eye. This is a labor practice, as full of labor as a wise man's art. For folly that he wisely shows is fit, but wise men, folly fallen, quite taint their wit.
Thank you, gentlemen.
And you, sir?
Dieu vous garde, monsieur.
Et vous aussi? Votre serviteur.
Oh, I hope so, sir. You are, and I am yours.
Will you encounter the house? My niece is desirous you should enter, if your trade be.
I am bound to your niece, sir. Oh, that is, she is the object of my voyage.
Oh, then taste your legs, sir.
My legs do better understand me, sir, than I understand what you mean by taste my legs.
I mean to go, sir, to enter.
I will answer with entrance, but we are prevented. Most excellent, accomplished lady, the heavens rain odors on you.
That youth's a rare courtier. Rain odors well.
My matter hath no voice, lady, but for your own most pregnant and vouchsafed ear.
Odors, pregnant, vouchsafed. I'll get them all three ready.
Let the garden door be shut, and leave me to my hearing. Give me your hand, sir.
My duty, madam, and most faithful service.
What is your name?
Cesario is your servant's name, fair princess.
My servant? Why, you are servant to the Count Orsino, youth.
And he is yours, and his must needs be yours. Your servant's servant is your servant, lady.
For him, I think not on him. For his thoughts they were blanks, rather than filled with me.
Madam, I come to wet your gentle...
Pray you, I buy your leave. I pray you, I bade you never speak again of him. But would you undertake another suit? I had rather hear you to solicit that than music from the spheres.
Dear lady,
Give me leave, beseech you. I did send, after the last enchantment you did hear, a ring in chase of you. So did I abuse myself, my servant, and I fear me you, to force that on you in a shameful cunning which you knew none of yours. What might you think? Have you not set mine honor at the stake and baited it with all the unshackled thoughts that tyrannous heart can think? To one of your perceiving enough is shown. A cypress, not a bosom, hides my heart. So, let me hear you speak.
I pity you.
That's a degree to love.
No, not a grise, for 'tis a vulgar proof that very oft we pity enemies.
Why then, methinks 'tis time to smile again. Oh, world, how apt the poor are to be proud. If one should fall, how much better to fall before the lion than the wolf. Be not afeard, the clock upbraids me with the waste of time. Be not afraid, good youth, I will not have thee. And yet, when wit and youth is come to harvest, your wife is like to reap a proper man. So very well. There lies your way, due west.
Then westward ho. Grace and good disposition attend your ladyship.
Stay, I prithee. Tell me what thou thinkst of me.
That you do think you are not what you are.
If I think so, I think the same of you.
Then think you right. I am not what I am.
I would you were as I would have you be.
Would it be better, madam, than I am? I wish it might, for now I am your fool.
Oh, what a deal of scorn looks beautiful in the contempt and anger of his lip. Cesario, by the roses of spring, by maidhood, honor, truth, and everything, I love thee so, that spite of all thy pride, nor wit nor reason can my passion hide. Do not extort thy reasons from this clause, for that I woo, thou therefore hast no cause. But rather, reason thus with reason fetter. Love sought is good, but given unsought is better.
By my youth, I have but one heart, one bosom, and one truth. And that no woman has, nor never none will have it but I alone. And so adieu, good madam. Nevermore will I my master's tears to you deplore.
Yet come again, for thou perhaps mayst move that heart which now abhors to like his love.
No, Faith, I'll stay not a jot longer.
Thy reason, dear Andrew, give thy reason.
You must needs yield your reason.
Mary, I saw your niece do more favors to the Count's serving man than ever she bestowed upon me. I saw it in the orchard.
But did she see thee the while, old boy? Tell me that.
As plain as I see you now.
Then this was a great argument of her love for you.
Slight, will you make an ass of me?
I will prove it legitimate, sir, upon judgment and reason.
No, they have been journeymen since Noah was a sailor.
She did show favor to the youth only to awake your dormouse valor, to put fire in your heart and brimstone in your liver. You should then have accosted her, and with some excellent jests, fire new from the mint, bang the youth into dumbness. This was looked for, and this was balked. You are now sailed into the north of my lady's opinion, where you'll hang like an icicle on a Dutchman's beard, unless you do redeem it by some laudable attempt of either valor or policy.
And if be anyway, it must be with valor, for policy I hate.
Then build thy fortune upon valor. Challenge the Count's youth to fight. Hurt him in 11 places. My niece will take note of it, for thou knowest there is no love broker in the world can more prevail with woman than report of valor.
There is no way but this, Sir Andrew.
Will I have you bear a challenge from me to him?
Go, write it in a martial hand. It matters not how witty, so it be eloquent and full of invention. Taunt him with an abundance of ink. And if thou thou'st him some thrice, it shall not go amiss, and as many lies as will lie in a sheet of paper, set him down.
Where will I find you?
By tuberculo, go.
This is a dear dupe to you, Sir Toby.
I have been dear to him, lad, some 2,000 strong.
We shall have a rare letter from him, but you'll not deliver it.
Oh, never trust me. Oh, but by all means, stir the youth on to an answer. I think oxen and rope cannot hale them together. For Andrew, if you find so much blood in his liver as will clog the foot of a flea, I'll eat the rest to the anatomy.
And his opposite, the youth, bears in his visage no great omen of cruelty.
Oh, well, look where the youngest wren of 9 comes.
If you will desire the spleen and laugh yourselves into stitches, follow me. Yon gull, Malvolio, is turned heathen. Oh, a very renegade, for no Christian can ever believe such impossible grossness. He's wearing yellow stockings.
And cross-gartered.
Oh, the villainous thing. I have dogged him like his murderer. He does obey every point of the letter that I dropped to betray him. He does smile his face into more lines than are in a map of the Indies. You've not seen such a thing as 'tis. Oh, I can hardly forbear to throw things at him. I know my lady will strike him. If she do, he'll smile and take it for a great favor.
Come, bring us where he is.
I would not by my will have troubled you, but since you take your pleasure as your pain, I will no further chide you.
I could not stay behind you. My desire more sharp than filed steel did spur me forth, and not all love to see you. So much as might have drawn me to a longer voyage, but fear of what might befall your travel, being skilless in these parts, which to a stranger, unguided and unfriended, often prove rough and unhospitable.
My kind Antonio, I can no other answer make but thanks, and ever thanks, and oft good turns are shuffled off with such unworthy pay. But were my worth as is my conscience firm, you would have better dealing. What's to do? Shall we go see the relics of this town?
Tomorrow, sir. Best first go find our lodging.
I am not weary, and 'tis long till night. I pray you, let us satisfy our eyes with the memorials and the things of fame that do renown this city.
You'd pardon. I do not without danger walk these streets. Once in a sea fight against the Count, his galleys, I did some service. Of such note indeed that were I ta'en here, it would scarce be answered.
Belike you slew great number of his people?
The offense was not of such a bloody nature, albeit the quality of the time and quarrel might well have given us bloody argument. It might have since been answered in repaying what we took from them, which for traffic's sake most of our city did. Only myself stood out, for which, if I be discovered in this place, I shall pay dear.
Do not then walk too open.
It doth not fit me. Hold, sir, here's my purse. In the south suburbs, at the Elephant is best to lodge. There shall you find me.
Why I your purse?
Haply your eye shall light upon some toy you have desired to purchase, and your store, I think, will not suffice for idle markets.
I'll be your purse bearer and leave you for an hour.
To the elephant.
I do remember.
I have sent after him. He says he'll come. How shall I feast him? What bestow on him? For youth is bought, more oft than begged or borrowed. I speak too loud. Where is Malvolio? He is sad and civil and suits well for a servant of my fortunes. Where is Malvolio?
He's coming, madam, but in very strange manner. He's sure possessed, madam.
Why, what's the matter? Doth he rave?
Oh, no, madam. He does nothing but smile. Your ladyship will best have some guard about you if he come, for surely the man is tainted in his wits.
Go call him hither. I am as mad as he, if sad and merry madness equal be. How now, Malvolio?
Sweet lady. Mwah. Ho, ho.
Smilest thou? I sent for thee upon a sad occasion.
Sad lady. Well, I could be sad. This does make some obstruction in the blood, this cross-gartering. But what of that? If it please the eye of one, it is with me as the true sonnet is. Please one and please all.
Why, how dost thou, man? What is the matter with thee?
Well, not black in my mind, though yellow in my legs. If it come to my hand and commands shall be executed, I think we do know that sweet Roman hand.
Wilt thou go to bed, Malvolio?
Bed? Aye, sweetheart, I'll come to thee.
God comfort thee. Why dost thou smile so and kiss thy hand so oft?
How do you, Malvolio?
At your request, what, nightingales answer doors?
Why appear you with this ridiculous boldness before my lady?
Be not afraid of greatness. 'Twas well writ.
What meanst thou by that,
Some are
Malvolio?
born great,
Huh?
some achieve greatness,
What sayest thou?
and some have greatness thrust upon them.
Heaven restore thee!
Oh, remember who commanded thy yellow stockings.
Thy yellow
And wish to see
stockings.
thee cross-gartered.
Cross
Go
gartered.
to. Thou art made, if thou desirest to be so. If
Am I
not,
made?
let me see thee a servant still.
Why, this is a very midsummer madness.
The young gentleman of the Count Orsino's is returned. I could hardly entreat him back.
I'll come to him. Good Maria, let this fellow be looked to. Where's my cousin Toby? Let some of my people have a special care of him. I would not have him miscarry for half my dowry.
Oh, do you hear now? No worse than Sir Toby to look to me. This concurs directly with the letter. She sends him on purpose, that I may appear stubborn to him. Cast off thy humble slough, says she. Be opposite with a kinsman, surly with servants, put thyself into the trick of singularity. But it is Jove's doing, and Jove make me thankful. And when she went away now, let this fellow be looked to. Fellow, not Malvolio, not after my degree, but fellow. Why, everything adheres together, that no dram of a scruple, no scruple of a scruple, no obstacle, no incredulous or unsafe circumstance, what can be said? Nothing that can come between me and my hopes.
Which way is he, in the name of sanctity? If all the devils of hell possessed him, yet I'll speak to him.
Oh, here he is, here he is. How is't with you, sir? How is't with you, man?
Go off. I discard you. Let me enjoy my private. Go off.
Lo, how hollow the fiend speaks within him. Sir Toby, my lady prays you to have a special care of him.
Ah, does she so?
Go to. We must deal gently with him. How do you, Malvolio?
whist with you? Defy the devil? Consider he's an enemy to mankind.
Do you know what you say?
Who are you? If you speak ill of the devil, how he takes it to heart. Pray God he be not bewitched.
Carry his water to the wise woman.
Oh, marry, I shall.
How now, mistress?
Hold thy peace. This is not the way. Do you not see you moving? Let me alone with him.
No way but gentleness, gently, gently. The fiend is rough and will not be roughly used.
How now, my Barcock? How dost thou, Chuck?
Sir?
Aye, Biddy, come with me. What man? 'Tis not for the wise to dally with Satan.
Get him to say his prayers. Get him to pray.
Prayers, minx?
No, I warrant you, he will not hear of godliness.
Go hang yourselves all. You are shallow things. I am not of your element. You shall know more hereafter.
It's possible.
If this were played upon a stage now, I would condemn it as an improbable fiction.
His very soul hath taken infection of the device.
Nay, nay, pursue him now, lest he take care and taint.
Why, we shall make him mad indeed.
Well, the house will be the quieter.
Come, we'll have him in a dark room and bound. My niece is already of the belief that he's mad. We may carry it thus for his penance, till our pastime, tired out of breath, prompt us to have mercy on him. At which time we'll bring the device to light, and crown thee for a finder of madmen. Oh, but see.
Oh, more matter for a May morning.
Here's the challenge. Read it. I warrant there's vinegar and pepper in it.
It's so saucy.
I warrant you. Do but read.
Give it me. Youth, whatsoever thou art but a scurvy fellow.
A good note. That keeps you from the blow of the law.
Wonder not in thy mind why I do call thee so, for I will show thee no reason for it.
Ah, still you stay from the blow of the law.
Thou comest to the Lady Olivia, and in my sight she uses thee kindly. But though thou liest in thy throat, that is not the matter I challenge thee for.
Very brief, and to exceeding good sense.
I will waylay thee going home, where if it be thy chance to kill me.
Good.
And thou kill'st me like a rogue and a villain.
Still you keep the windy side of the law. Good.
Fare thee well, and God have mercy on one of our souls. He may have mercy upon mine, but my hope is better. So look to thyself, thy friend, and thy sworn enemy, Andrew Aguecheek. Oh, if this letter move him not, his legs cannot. I'll give it him.
Well, you may have fit occasion for it. He's now with my lady and will soon depart.
Go, Andrew, scout for him at the corner of the orchard. So soon as thou seest him, draw and swear horrible, for it oft come to pass that a horrible oath gives manhood more credit than the thing itself. Away!
Me? Let me alone for swearing.
Now will I not deliver this letter, for the behavior of the youth gives him out to be of good capacity and breeding. Therefore this letter, being so excellently ignorant, will breed no terror in him. He'll find it comes from a clodpole. But, sir, I will deliver his challenge by word of mouth. Set upon Aguecheek some notable reports of valor, and drive the young gentleman into a most hideous opinion of his rage, skill, and fury. Oh, so them both that they will kill one another at the look, like cockatrices.
Here he comes with your niece. Give him way till he'll take leave, and presently after him.
I will meditate the while upon some horrid challenge.
I have said too much unto a heart of stone, and laid mine honor too unchariot. There's something in me that reproves my fault, and yet such a headstrong, potent fault it is, it but mocks reproof.
The same behavior that your passion bears goes with my master's griefs.
Here, wear this jewel for me. 'Tis my picture. Refuse it not. It hath no tongue to vex you. And I beseech you, come again tomorrow. What shall you ask of me that I'll deny? That honor saved may upon asking give?
Nothing but this, your true love for my master.
How, with mine honor, may I give him that which I have given to you?
I will acquit you.
Well, come again tomorrow. A fiend like thee might bear my soul to hell.
Gentlemen, God save you.
Will you, sir?
That defence thou hast, betake thee to it. Of what nature are the wrongs thou hast done him, I know not, but thy challenger, this fight, bloody as the hunter, awaits thee at the orchard end. Draw thy sword. Be brief in thy preparation, for thy assailant is quick, skillful, and deadly.
You mistake, sir. I am sure no man hath any quarrel to me.
Oh, you will find it otherwise, sir, I assure you. Therefore, betake him, if you count your life at any price, betake you to your God, for thy opposite hath in him that strength, skill, and wrath can furnish man withal.
I pray thee, what is he?
Though his rapier is rarely drawn, he is known to be a devil in private brawl. Souls and bodies hath he divorced 3, and his incensement at this moment is so implacable that satisfaction can be none but by pangs of death. On guard is his word. Give it or take it.
No, I shall return to the house and desire some conduct of the lady. I am no fighter. I have heard of men that purposefully quarrel to taste the valor of others. Belike, this is a man of that quirk.
Sir, no. His indignation derives itself out of a most palpable injury. Therefore, get you on, and give him his desire, or forbear to wear iron about you.
This is as uncivil as strange. Oh, I beseech you, do me the courteous office as to know of this night what my offense to him is. It is something of my negligence, nothing of my purpose.
I will do so. Signor Fabian, stay you by this gentleman till I return.
Pray you, sir, do you know of this matter?
I know the knight is incensed against you, even to mortal blows, but nothing of the circumstance more.
I beseech you, what manner of man is he?
Nothing like the proof of his valor to read him by his form. But he is indeed, sir, the most skillful, bloody, and fatal opposite that you could possibly have found in any part of Illyria. Will you walk towards him? I will make your peace with him if I can.
Oh, I would be most grateful for it. I am one that would rather go with Sir Priest than Sir Knight. I care not who knows so much of my mettle.
Why, man, he's a very devil. I have not seen such a farrago. They say he has been swordsman to the shore.
Parksont! I did not meddle with him.
Well, nay, but he will not now be satisfied with Fabian can scarce hold him yonder.
Plague on't, and I thought he had been valiant. I laid him down there and have challenged him. Let the matter slip, and I'll give him my horse.
I'll make the motion. Stand now there. Make a good show on it. This may end without the perdition of souls. Marry, I'll ride your horse as well as I ride you. I have his horse to take up the quarrel. I have persuaded him the use of devil.
He is as horribly afeard of him, and pants, and looks pale as if a bear were at his heels.
Come, sir. Yeah, there's no remedy. The gentleman will fight with you for his oath's sake. And Mary hath bethought him of his quarrel, and finds it now scarce to be worth talking of, but draws for the honour of his vow. He protests he will try not to hurt you.
Oh, pray God defend me. A little thing would make them tell me how much I lack of a man.
Come, Andrew. There's no remedy. The gentleman will, for his honour's sake, have one bout with you. But he has promised, as he is a gentleman, he will try not to kill you.
I do assure you, sir, 'tis against my will.
Come on, to it!
If this young gentleman hath thrown offence, I take the fault on me. If you offend him, I for him defy you.
You, sir? What are you?
One, sir, that for his love dares yet do more than you have heard him brag to you he will.
Nay, if you are an undertaker, I am for you.
Oh, good Sir Toby, hold! Here come the officers.
I'll be with you anon.
Pray, sir, put your sword up, if you please.
Nay, sir, that I will. And for that I promised you, I'll be as good as my word. He will bear you easily and reigns well.
Come hither, knight. Come hither, Fabian.
This is the man. Do thy office.
Antonio, I arrest thee at the suit of Count Orsino.
You do mistake me, sir.
No, sir, not a jot. I know your favor well, though now you have no sea cap on your head. Take him away. He knows I know him well.
I must obey. This comes with seeking you. But there's no remedy. I shall answer it. What will you do? Now my necessity makes me to ask you for my purse. It grieves me much more for what I cannot do for you than what befalls myself. You stand amazed, but be of comfort.
Come, sir, away.
I must entreat of you some of that money.
What money, sir? For the fair kindness you have showed me here today, and part being prompted by your present trouble, out of my lean and low ability, I'll lend you something. My having is not much. I'll make division of my fortune. Hold, there's half my coffer.
Will you deny me now? Is it possible my deserts can lack persuasion? Do not tempt my misery, unless you make me so unsound a man as to upbraid you with those kindnesses that I have done for you.
I know of none, nor know I you by voice or any feature. I hate ingratitude more in a man than lying, vainness, babbling, drunkenness, or any taint of vice whose strong corruption inhabits our
selves.
Come, sir, I pray you, go.
Let me speak a little. This youth that you see here, I snatched one half out of the jaws of death, and to his image, which methought did promise most venerable worth, did I devotion.
What's that to us? The time goes by away.
But how vile and idle proves this god. Thou hast, Sebastian, done good feature, shame. In nature there's no blemish but the mind. None can be called deformed but the unkind. Virtue is beauty, but the beauteous evil are empty trunks, all flourished by the devil.
The man grows mad. Away with him. Come, come, sir. Come.
Lead me on.
Methinks his words do from such a passion fly that he believes himself. Oh, so do not I. Prove true. Imagination, prove true that I, dear brother, be now ta'en for you. He named Sebastian. I, my brother, know, yet living in my glass. For even such and so in feature was my brother. And still he went in this fashion, color, ornament, for him I imitate. Oh, if it prove, tempests are kind, and salt waves fresh in love.
A most dishonest and paltry boy, and more a coward than a hare. His dishonesty appears in leaving his friend here in necessity and denying him, and for his cowardice, Ask Fabian.
A coward, a most devout coward, religious in it.
Slip! I'll after him again and beat him.
Do cut him soundly, but never draw thy sword.
And I do not.
Come, let's see the event.
Dare lay any money, 'twill be nothing yet.